Hey everyone, we got some more 2026 Hot Wheels in. Most of them are from the D case, but we do have one from the E case. Alright, let's take a look here. So this is number 77 of 250 of the year, and it's number 2 of 10 of the drag racers, and it's called Supercharged. I think this casting goes back away. Let me change the light angle here. And if you like this particular colorway, I guess that is the part number for this specific one. And I guess the chin or the tail flips up and down, so it can actually probably go through loop tracks as well. So it looks like we have a plastic base and a metal body, and it does tell you what it is. This goes back a ways to 2019. It tells you it's a Hot Wheels, very staggered sized tires, and there's a very long one, as you can see, and it's a chin spoiler that looks like it would pivot. Yeah, a little bit, but actually no, quite a bit. So for drag racing, that way. For loop racing, that way. Yeah, that's a really good angle of approach. So that's good. Boy, yeah, those are really small front 5-spoke wheels / tires there. And then they're chromed out, as you can see. Like the little lug nut details, perhaps. And then you can see how the body is sculpted out here. I kind of wish the wheel or tire both didn't stick out of the casting as like that far. I'm not sure why they would choose to do it that way. I feel like, well, maybe they do it that way so when they do run it through a track, only the wheels get scratched up and not the color of the body. Please leave a comment on your theories, because the same's happening in the back. The wheels are sticking outside, so this just gets scraped up, not all that. Maybe that does make sense. Alright, well, maybe this is celebrating the 75th anniversary of the NHRA Drag Association. There's a bit of a fender flare here. This is all tampo printing. The front has no indication at all of headlights. It is a drag car, though. But that NHRA looks pretty good. Let's see if the small text is legible. It is. Championship Drag Racing. Well, maybe that's not legible, but you can guess. So there is even silver beyond the blue and the white stripes, and then you see this transparent, like smoked out plastic being like the front end, and then you can see this engine here. Oh, you know, maybe it's an electric motor. Maybe that's why it's called Supercharged. But then again, superchargers work on petrol engines as well, but this doesn't look like a petrol engine, right? This looks like wiring. So it would be nice if there's a blurb about the vehicle on the card somewhere. It's got like an escape hatch and a roll cage, I'm assuming. There's a harness there in the silver seat. Yeah, I guess that must be a roll cage, right? And it's got the yoke like steering wheel there, and it's got this interior carbon fiber texture on the smoked canopy. The outside is smooth, but I'm sure the inside has those lines. I don't know what that would be, fuel filler, but maybe. Well, I don't know what it is. And it's got 4 vertical stabilizers here, coming at this scooped up rear wing. Okay, so now we have 2 parachute sacks back here, and then the wheelie bar is part of that silver interior piece. That's pretty smart. Good separation of color. Maybe those are supposed to be taillights. Yeah, okay, they even have the lines for the parachute. That's cool. Yeah, I guess it's pretty cool for a fictional drag car, an electric drag car. Nice. So Cruise Bruiser, it is number 1 of 10 of the Wagons family and 87 of the year. And I'm not sure what's going on with that, but that's the part number. Definitely this one's been warming up some pegs for a while. This card is all messed up. So we have a plastic base here, and wow, this dates back a while. And it is a track star, very cool. Equal-sized 8-spoke retro-looking cast wheels with a chrome lip and a black wheel. And it's a matte finish tan color. I rather like it. I like the matte finish cars, right? They're different. But we do have tempo printing of this retro 70s looking like graphic here, brown, red, and orange. There's a 56. I'm not sure what that would represent. Maybe it's supposed to be a 56 some car or something. I don't know what car would look like this though. Please leave a comment. Okay, well, it's nice that there's no windows at all. You can just see right into it. It's like a chrome roll cage there. We do have these 4 recessed headlight things. I cannot guess what this is supposed to be, like what kind of car. Maybe it's just a complete fantasy casting for sure. Okay, well, that I assume is a grill, and it's got a big bumper here. Okay, this side here, maybe a turn signal area, Hot Wheels, I don't know what that is. Yeah, a fuel filler hatch. It's obviously a 4-door. Tail lights there, license plate area. Okay, bumperettes. The roof, we got some corrugation, rain gutters, and then it's a V8 engine with the exhaust just coming all the way right into there. And the pulley system there, and an air filter. If you're driving this, you would have a hard time, but it's a drag car, so I guess you don't really need to see so much. So yeah, this chromed engine is the chromed interior, and now we have like a diamond plate pattern back here. And what is resting back here? It looks like a harpoon or something, or I don't know. Please leave a comment what this is supposed to be. It also looks like an anchor, but oh, look at that. That does look like the end for a rope, right? Why have it cruise Bruiser? So it's a cruise ship something? I don't know. What is that? To me it looks like an anchor, now that I'm thinking of it. Anyways, some sort of raised boxes back here. We do have a metal post here. And then yeah, the camera's gone crazy, I know. Hold on. Okay, so it's just a single-seater race interior. So just the seat, steering wheel. The dash doesn't, I don't think it has much. Yeah, flat dash. It's a race car. But why would they bother then having all this in the back trunk area? Just for fun? Detail fun? But why would a drag car or gasser have an anchor in the back? It's interesting because look at the frame, how it's angled down, this black plastic, right? The body's horizontal, but you can see the drive shaft perhaps. Yeah, how it's, yeah, the gasser look. I did a brief search on gassers. I guess it's about weight distribution. That's why they're raked like this, negative rake. Or, yeah, just opposite of what I'm accustomed to seeing. Alright, so, yeah, I'm actually surprised I found this on a peg. A Skyline GTR, the Ken Mary body style. So it's 3 of 10 of the Japanese imports, 88 of the year. And there's the specific part number. Zoom out the camera. So we have a plastic base on this. Wow, this dates back a ways. And then it's interesting how the base is so raised up inside of there. And we have a chin lip, decent enough undercarriage details, equal sized 8-spoke wheels, and a nice metallic looking orange. But you know, I think it's like a translucent orange on top of the casting, because it gets very faint towards the edges. But it looks metallic. It's nice. Maybe they paint the body silver and then this orange after, because usually you'd see scratches in the casting, right? Alright, well anyways, on the side we have a bunch of nice graphics tampo printed. So maybe this is a 1973 Skyline. That's just a guess, of course. Napis, or what is that? Maybe this is the designer? Nafis? Or AA? Or Shin? Japanese stuff? J&G? That's it's supposed to be a Skyline badge or something. Hot Wheels, Skyline. This is sticking up, this reflector. Same with that one. Alright, the front end. Yeah, grille details. So the interior is probably this silver plastic because it's becoming the whole grille area. Some running lights, turn signal areas. Okay, it's all looks symmetric. Door handle sticking out, door lock is recessed. Nice, no side window. And then the interior, oh, they actually added paint for the back, right? The badge there and the taillights. And I think there's even silver here. So it saves some effort for me to do it. Some rivets holding the wing on, the exhaust tips, and I don't know, maybe those are backup lights. Okay, pretty well detailed. For it's a main line, right? It's nice. They have and this is already silver, but I guess you could add some silver to make that look a little better. Or white even. Some venting in front of the windscreen, those little bulges, and then we have these over fenders, it looks like, with the rivet marks, and just a blank parcel shelf in the back. Yeah, headrest, rear seat even has some ribbing, a little shifter there. Not a totally flat steering wheel. The center console has decent enough detail. Yeah, all in all, it's pretty good. Nice to have a Ken Mary I can mess around with on a Hot Wheels track. Alright, so this one here, we have a 2016 Cadillac ATS-VR. It is Night Speed number 1 of 10, no, 7 of 10. For the year, it's number 90, and that's the specific part number, JJ52. So we have a plastic base, metal body, tells you what car it is, it also tells you it's a Hot Wheels, and it tells me it's been dated back a ways. It's a really wide casting, it looks like. Yeah, and a nice texturing on the bottom, a little bit of a diffuser back there. Yeah, it's a really big over fendering on this thing. Let's start at the front. Nice texturing part of the base, texturing part of the casting, the metal casting, little Cadillac badge. Unfortunately, the paint's crossed over it. But they even put some silver here for the grill area. I'm gonna guess it's well, I'm not sure if these are transparent. Oh yeah, this is the clear plastic of the windows. I thought they were black. Anyhow, nice deep crevices. You could add paint there if you wanted to. Some sort of canards. And yeah, the vent here, you could add some paint as well. No indication of wiper blades, but it is a race car. Some rivets here, so like a Lexan windscreen. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a antenna bump or something, telemetry antenna maybe. So we have the door handle sticking out a bit, a little panel cut for the window brake, some sort of vent here, maybe that's an exhaust pipe, I'm not sure. Yeah, no black paint there, but look how wide the body kit is on this. It's kind of neat. The 5 spokes are equal size with chrome lips. A little too much chrome here. I think if you take alcohol to this stuff, it comes off pretty easily. But be afraid, it'll come off the whole wheel as well. Some venting, you could easily add paint to. Tail lights there, license plate, the badge. Maybe some clips to hold the rear trunk down. And considering it's a 2-post wing, not super obnoxiously wide. Yeah, so yeah, the wing there, and then yeah, a bunch of reinforcement or riveting for the safety window back there. Sadly, yeah, it's kind of weird they have all the rivets on these 2 windows, but nothing on the side, like no like sliding window or anything. I wish they just didn't have the windows up. Harder to see through these really thick canopies. Alright, well, that's a crazy modern looking steering wheel, F1 style, and definitely like a LCD display like gauge thing. It's not a standard Cadillac interior. Yeah. I don't think there's a second seat. I think it's just the racing seat with harnesses. So cloudy. Yeah, on the passenger side, computers, battery maybe, all that stuff. Yeah, a whole race interior. So that's cool they went through the effort of doing a race interior for this. And lastly, from the E-Case of 26, we have the custom 2020 Honda E. I'm assuming that's an electric vehicle because this is number 9 of 10 of that line. And then this is the first colorway as well. It's number 115, and that's the thing there. I didn't even know this car existed, like in the real world. Okay. Yeah, like a grainy base there, but they'll tell you what the thing is you're holding in your hand. And no copyright date though down here. Interesting. Okay, pretty wide again. Does have over fendering, and it's got these cool Volk Racing 3-spoke JDM kind of wheels. Yeah. The yellow is not metallic, it's just a normal yellow. Hint of a door handle recess there. And what is up with these? Are these like rear view cameras? Or really, really small mirrors that are way below the door line, so I don't understand that. I'm assuming they're cameras, but leave a comment if you could. And also, are these brake ducts? I don't know. I like how it says plus and minus. And then the Honda badge is nicely done. The license plate area also has Honda there and also white. That's a really well detailed front end. And then we have also printing up here for something. I have no clue what it would be, but yeah. Sadly, it's a bunch of weird black there. Don't know. Okay, windscreen wipers are molded into the plastic, and they put a texture where it's supposed to be opaque. So I think that's smart how they do that. Yeah, not much of a door handle there. The yellow takes a lot of yellow to cover up a casting, and even with that much yellow, you can still see the edge of the casting, and also a chip missing there. I don't know, gunk. And so the rear end is nice as well, right? Red taillights, a gray ring, the Honda thing, and Honda hand grab. I don't know, backups maybe, although they should be brighter. And then a license plate area, some recesses here, probably for reflectors. A little wiper blade. Yeah, so this is well detailed. It's almost it's kind of realistic looking, right? With the front and rear lights printed on. Where's the flashlight? Okay, just some sporty looking seats there. The steering wheel, yeah, has some decent details actually. Oh, I like how the sunroof lets us see in there. Yeah, dash has some buttons there to the right. And interesting, are those cup holders or something between the seats? 2 recesses there. Does this have rear seats? I can't tell if there are rear seats. Maybe there are. It wouldn't be comfortable though. Yeah, anyhow. Yeah, a lot cooler than I thought it would be. I like to check the weight of these things. Okay, that's pretty good weight for a mainline. Not so much. Maybe because it's a track star. That's actually quite heavy. For its size, that is. Oh, that makes sense. It's such a big wide body kit. It's a pretty big casting. And that makes sense as well. It's a pretty small vehicle. So let's just do a loop at a low spin. You see that crazy angling of the gasser. It's interesting it doesn't say it's a gasser on the packaging. Right? Shouldn't it be called the Bruiser gasser? Alright, so yeah. As usual, I like to ask, which is your favorite of the bunch. I'm having a hard time on this one. Instinctively, I want to like the Ken Murray the most, but I have like probably 24 realistic looking Ken Marys or Skylines in general, Kyosho and other brands and stuff. The detailing on this just looks the most realistic. This also has a lot of great detailing. So I think it's one of these two. I'm not sure which one though. I mean, this is definitely a hardcore racing looking look, but this is just kind of neat. It's like a really clean design. So I can't say. Now, I guess I'm gonna have to go with the Honda E. That's my favorite for today, but just curious what you guys like the most. Like what you want. Don't listen to my opinions. Anyhow, thanks for watching today. I'll see you the next time we review some Hot Wheels.